Late at night, there were hundreds of people at the water's edge with binoculars, and it then kind of turned into a circus. The internet got a hold of the story, and all of a sudden our residents are getting calls from relatives on the East Coast saying that they heard about our alligators.
It happened too during what's usually a slow news time. This just landed right in our laps, and it was like great. You know, it was a fun story, fun end of summer kind of tale, and knowing that people were enjoying reading about it, it was fun to write about it.
I'm Jim Holmquist. I'm 19. I'm a Southern California kid who jumped on the Reggie bandwagon back last summer. I wrote a song about him. The Reggie story is one of the most original and crazy things that have happened to my part of Southern California. And, you know, it's good songwriting material to write a story that's true and awesome at the same time.
All of the beers that we have on tap here are named after local things. Our most popular beer is called Longshoreman Lager, and we named that after the gentlemen and the women that work on the docks. Once we found out that Reggie, as it turned out his name was from San Pedro, we decided to name a beer after Alligator Ale. Like Reggie, it's got a little bit of a bite to it. It's a little bit of, the flavor's a little bit elusive, so it's a mild ale.
We got word that Reggie the alligator had been put into the Machado Lake, which is the backside of the Harbor College campus. We also thought that it would be fun to do a mascot and make him part of the college, because he really is in our backyard. William is actually the student who plays Reggie.
I'm ready to graduate, so I thought it would look good on my transcripts, and I took advantage of it. I would say to leave them in the lake, because I grew up in this area and I never knew the name of that lake, and now since Reggie's there, I know it's Machado Lake, and that kind of gives it a name now.
We probably will have the legend of Reggie with us forever because he is part of our family now.
The issues of Lake Machado have been focused on since Reggie has come. Pursuit of Reggie has shown that the water quality is not good, that trash has accumulated in the lake.
I actually think we're going to get more resources toward that park, and I think at the end it will be a cleaner, healthier, safer place for the public to come.
He's really become a bragging point for a lot of people that live here. The rumor is that Steve Irwin, the great Steve Irwin, is going to come to Harbor City.
He again contacted us after he heard about it, all the way in Australia, and he talks about his traps and his equipment, and that's what makes him different, because I said, gee, Steve, we've had Tim, we've had Jay, we've had T-Bone, we've had the zoo. What makes you special? He felt he was going to be the one to finally capture Reggie.
I'd just leave him there. I mean, I can't imagine that he's going to harm anybody. They don't like being around people. They're very weary of people.
So far, it's been over $150,000 that we have spent really protecting the public, having lifeguards out there, having, you know, senior recreation and parks officials out there, animal control. Animal services in the city of Los Angeles have been out there. At one point, we had a full-time veterinarian on call.
So, save the resources. They could be better spent.
People who live in Florida or Louisiana kind of grow up around alligators. None of us have really grown up around alligators. I don't think we actually know how they behave.
We want to make sure that it's handled properly, that he isn't injured or shot.
According to most of the alligator experts, Reggie goes into sort of a semi-hibernation during the winter months. So when it becomes spring and the weather warms up, it'll be a perfect opportunity to catch him, because he will have spent all winter not eating, and he'll be hungry, he'll be more active, and he'll probably be more brave in terms of coming closer to the shore looking for food. Well, let's see. We've had Jay. We've had Tim Williams, who actually came twice. We've had the zoo. We've had amateur people out there with chicken legs on a string trying to catch him. Honestly, I think my money's on Reggie.
We've got to recognize that he is a danger to the park. We've got to recognize that he can't live in our park. They're going to have to do something about him, and I'm sure they will. But in the meantime, Reggie rules as far as we're concerned.
The people called the cops, but they said not I, not I. They called in the lifeguard, but he said, I'm too young to die. They called in some specialist from Colorado State. They said, we'll have this gator out of the lake. Nunca me encontraron. This is all I heard him say. Nunca me encontraron. I think that he's still there today. Nunca me encontraron. This gator's got this town on its knees. Nunca me encontraron. You will never catch me.